Most of the tools that I talk about, Sabrina can send out a link for you. You can find all of these listed at loristools.com, LORISTOOLS.com, loristools.com. Some of them are affiliate links that benefit me. Some of them aren't. I just use the product. Some of them will get you a coupon or a discount or a free trial, a free extended trial. So check my site first to see if I have an affiliate link there you can use that might give you some benefit. I'm not sure about this one, but it's Sabrina would know. So check out loristools.com. All right, so check this out. We go up here and we go to make a zap. Now, if you play with this, you will be blown away by the sheer volume of what you can do with this tool to automate. But I want to show you something. I can't walk you through each one of the tools I'm going to show you today. This is what I'm going to take you through just a little bit. I want to show you how it's a little bit geeky at first, but how amazing it can be after the fact, okay? So yesterday I set this up. I said, all right, if I post a blog on my WordPress, so I'm going to put up here, I'm going to start typing in WordPress because I have a WordPress website. And again, my marketing company builds these all on WordPress. So any of you guys that have one of my websites, my brews, you're able to do this. So go up here, search WordPress triggers, all right? So I'm going to say anytime I make a new post on WordPress, save and continue. Now I'm going to connect an account, and I've got to go in and connect my WordPress account. Now all you have to do is enter your basic WordPress URL without the WP admin, just whatever your .com is, and the username and your password, and you're going to log in right there. And I just realized that I think I am logged into the wrong account, so I'm not going to be able to go all the way through this today. The next step, I'll just go ahead and tell you, the next step after you set up your WordPress is you say, now I want this to happen. And I made a video on this yesterday, actually, exactly how to do what I'm showing you today. If you go to youtube.com/Lori Ballen, youtube.com/Lori Ballen, make sure you subscribe and click the little bell next to subscribe so that you get notified when I add new videos. I added a tutorial on this whole thing yesterday on how to do what I'm doing. Anyway, what it does is you can say, if I make a post to WordPress, then tweet it, or then put it on my Facebook business page, or put it on my Google Plus page, or put it on my Instagram. And you can even set up each one individually so that you can add hashtags where they apply. You can put the correct number of characters in there, and you can feed this all through your directly to the social channels, or you can feed them through your Buffer account. Okay, so Buffer is another tool that I want to show you. So this is really cool. What we're able to do here is you set up all your social channels, okay? So here, if you take a look, I've got my Lori Ballen Facebook speaker page, I've got my Twitter accounts, I've got my Google accounts, I've got my LinkedIn, Pinterest, Instagram, and what I'm able to do on Buffer is I could go in here and make a post, and I can even have specific groups. So if I want to post to my real estate channels, I'll click that button. If I want to post to my marketing company, I'm going to clients and customers and pages, I'm going to post this button. And I can put a post here, put a link or a video, and then I can add it to a queue. So you can pre-set up a queue that has several times a day that are peak times of the day when you want things to share to social. And then all you have to do is all the time just fill up your queue, and then you can forget about it. You can go away on vacation, you can go away to a convention, you don't have to think about it. All this stuff is just going for you. Well, Zapier, the tool I just showed you, actually works with Buffer as well. So I can say, if I post a YouTube video on my YouTube channel, then I want you to add it to Buffer queue, to tweet it, to Facebook it, to Google it, to Pinterest it, right? All these automations so that you never have to touch your social media channels except for when you're sitting there manually and you want to do it. Now, there's other things besides WordPress. I build on WordPress, so you guys will need to go look at the different integrations and see which one Zapier works with, okay? There's so many cool, it integrates with Infusionsoft, and it's pretty incredible, all the different things that it integrates with. But this is cool. Now, once you make your post, watch this. You go back over to Buffer, and I can go over to my analytics right here, and I can actually pull up, let me see which ones were the most popular posts on my, let's just say my Lori Ballen speaker page. And it'll show me which one's got the most comments, which one's got the most likes, which one's got the most shares, which one's got the most reach. And you can actually do this, you know, look at your pins individually. A lot of good analytics here. Now, here's the drawback. Yes, you're going to see Zapier integration as fed to social. And yes, it is true that many social channels, well, all social channels prefer you to natively post on their channel. But let's be real, who has the time to sit here and pin every pin manually, and post on Google manually, and post on Twitter manually, and post on Facebook manually? I spend all day here and I don't have time for that. There's just no way. So for me, it's kind of the lesser of the evils. You know, I'm not going to sit here all day long and post on social. So I've got to have a tool that does it. And honestly, with Facebook's reach being as low as it is right now anyway, especially on business pages, I'm actually seeing higher reach with my buffered posts than I am even the natively one, even native. So they're responding very well. And I'm not sure if it favors Buffer, if it favors, you know, Hootsuite, or if there's any kind of favoritism, but you do see a little tiny dot up there that says posted by Zapier. Okay. Now, personally, I'm still getting the reach, so it doesn't matter. You'll have to test yours. For me, I love it. It's working very well. I do have the paid version of Buffer for those of you that are going to ask, because I have a team, and I have people that work for me on my marketing company that that post on our social accounts. So we need to have a team version. All right. Next thing, so I told you about our Brew sites. This is a great tool, our Ballen real estate websites. If you're in need of a real estate agent website and you're starting to shop around, contact us first and check out our pricing. Our website you actually own. You're not leasing it, you own it. And we integrate a lot of these fancy tools that I'm talking about today. Listings to leads is by far one of my favorite tools for landing pages. And up here, if I'm going to go over here and click on house values, and I'm going to show you right here, I've got this embedded landing page that offers an instant home valuation to people who visit my website. So I get a ton of leads from this every single day. This is listings to leads. Sabrina can send you out a link. They also have listing marketing. You can, there's all kinds of different landing pages, instant home valuations, auto responders, 1-800 numbers, IVR numbers, text responders. So definitely check out listings to leads as well as we're going through these top tech tools. As I'm flying through them, I'm also trying to watch your questions as you guys are putting them in. It looks like Sabrina's got you handled there. All right, another favorite that I have here is Clicky. And this is another tool that we integrate with our Brew sites. And this is analytics. And a lot of you guys said on the poll there that you're not doing a whole lot with analytics. And I'm telling you, I think it's a must that you pay attention to, whether you're an agent that's doing a lot on search, or you're an agent that's doing a lot on social marketing. If you're an agent that's doing pay-per-click marketing, if you're hiring somebody to do all that for you, you want to know what's working. And this is a great tool for at-a-glance visual, kind of taking a pulse on how your website is doing. So at any given time, I can go over here and click on my website and look at that day, or I can look at the past 28 days, or I can look at a different time frame here by dropping this little box right here. I can look. So today I'm just looking at today. And what I can see is what today's traffic looks like, who's linking to me, what searches people are using to find my website. That's a very low number, Google blocks up most of that data, so you're only going to get a tiny little sample of how people are finding your website. So you might not want to just go, oh, let me go buy Clicky so I can find out how everybody's finding my website. keywords. So that's going to be just a sample size. But I can go down here and I can say, look at how my advertising is doing and how my general searches are doing. And this is one of my favorites, is we're able to see what pages on my website right now are generating traffic. What's working? That's the key to all of this, is what's working. Because when you know what's working, you know what to do more of. And Clicky is an incredibly affordable tool. And none of these tools, I see the question there, none of these tools are quote unquote included in your brew. We integrate them. So what that means is we want you to always own all your own software, or have your own licenses for your own software. We don't want to lock you into anything. I just don't believe in that. I'm a real estate agent. I'm a trainer first. I want to empower you guys to take control of your own platforms. I don't want to lock you in like everybody else does to something where you're chained forever, regardless of whether or not you find something new or want to do something different, or whatever. It's life. Relationships change sometimes, it's my job to make sure that you don't ever want to switch. But I want to give you that ability if you want to. So you own each one of these of your own licenses with Clicky or Listings to Leads or whatever. None of them are required. They're all optional. But if you sign up for them, we'd handle your integration to get them all set up with your website. Okay. That way you can always drop one if you want to. You don't have to. So Clicky versus Google Analytics. Clicky's just quicker, easier, add a dashboard, not as complicated, not as geeky. I use both. Sometimes I have to dive deeper into Google Analytics if I want to set up certain things. But Clicky is really cool. There's even a really fun thing in here. It's called goals. And what you can do is you can set it up and say, all right, my goal for my website is to get somebody to register as a buyer. Like, let's just say your IDX leads, or your home valuation page would be your seller leads. So my goal is to get somebody to fill out the form on this landing page and become a lead. You can set up goals in here that'll email you when it happens, or play a sound, or woohoo, bells and whistles. And I find that stuff fun personally. I like to have bells and whistles. It gets a little bit crazy when you're doing a higher volume. But when I'm first starting something out, I might set up a goal and say, you know what? Yeah, blow a whistle at me. Let's ring a cash register every time somebody registers to become a lead on my website. So Clicky has all of that. Another really cool thing about Clicky is how it integrates with IDX Broker. So this is IDX Broker. See how these homes, let's go back to my home page here. When you see homes showing up on a website, like I said before, that's being done through IDX. Okay, so this is a brew website. And you see here these houses that are showing up here. We have customized all of this. This is not standard IDX Broker. We customized a lot of it for our own brew, for our brew. So what you'll notice though is when somebody goes onto my website and they look at a property, I love that IDX Broker allows me to adjust the forced registration in so many different ways. I can choose time on site. I can choose number of pages. I can choose to have registration on certain pages, but not on others. And what my favorite thing is, I can force registration at the photo gallery, which for me, after all of my testing, and believe me, I'm a test and measurer. I'm a marketer for sure. So I test and measure everything. And here, if we click view photo gallery, this is when the forced registration pops up. So my experience, people don't want to just register when they land on your website. So they can look at all the properties they want, but as soon as they want to dive in deeper and look at pictures, that's when I ask for registration. All right, so let's just say I get a registration lead. What happens is IDX Broker actually sends me the lead with an IP address. That IP address is generally unique to that lead and identifies for me some information. So if I click on this lead right here that came in, let's take a look. And I'm going to show you over here in the notes. What I'm able to see is this IP address. See that right there? I also can see that they logged in through Facebook. How cool is that? And I still got a phone number. So the people that are saying you can't get phone numbers if they're using social logins, that's not true. Okay. So I'm able to take this IP address. I can go back over to Clicky. This is something that is unique to Clicky. Somebody asked what the differences were between the analytic tools. I can go into Clicky and I can go up here to visitors and I can add a filter, click IP address, paste in this IP address, go back 7 days. Oh, I did something wrong. Darn it, I'm not going to repeat that because we got to move on. What it'll do if you put the IP address in correctly, 90% of the time, unless that person's got some kind of blocking in there, it tells me what device they're on, what location they're in, whether they came from Google or Yahoo or Bing, if it were paid advertising versus organic advertising. And so this is pretty incredible. Yes, you have the ability to hide addresses. There's so much you can do with IDX Broker. Now, let me just tell you, my marketing company, Ballen Brands, we are IDX Broker developers. What that means is not that we have any ownership or anything, but we are developers for that company. So they have approved us. We customize. We work with them. We're able to do wish lists, and they've done a lot of things for us to make the product better and improve because we work so much with them. If you're gonna sign up with IDX Broker, use my link. You save $99 on the setup fee, and then my company becomes an additional support system for you for IDX Broker. But if you don't have a real estate website yet, talk to us first, because IDX Broker, we integrate all of that for you with your website, okay? Another thing I want to show you guys today is rev.com. If you haven't seen this, I've talked about this. Oh, thank you, Jim. Jim said I had an extra space on the IP address. That's why I didn't pull up. Thanks, I appreciate that. I knew it was user error. Next thing is rev.com, and I got to tell you guys, if I were to sit down with a coach, a real estate agent, a service provider, a business person, something other than just a product line like e-commerce, but any of those kind of service professionals, I would tell you, if you could do one thing on all the things that I teach, and there's a ton of it, from Facebook ads to pay-per-click marketing, social, search engine optimization, all of it, I would tell you, go build a freaking YouTube channel and kill it, own it, dominate. Content. And there are so many ways to make videos. It doesn't all require your face on it. Now, what I would tell you to do is at least once a week, make a video that is a Q&A style video. So you're going to say, recently, somebody asked me, is it a buyer's market or is it a seller's market in Las Vegas? Well, let me tell you about that. It's a seller's market. And here's how we know that. And here's what it means. And I'm going to go into this description about what it is. Now, if you make a 15-minute video, you could actually chop that video up into 5 3-minute videos or 3 5-minute videos and make a playlist and a series to increase your rankings and watch time. That's a whole nother class, I know. I'm kind of obsessed with YouTube right now. But then what you do is you go over here to rev.com, you log in, and you order a transcription. And what Rev does is for $1 a minute. So you make a $5 video, guys. This is $5. I mean, a 5-minute video, it's $5. They will transcribe your video to written word. I do this all the time. If you go to loriballen.com, you'll see all of my videos, how it looks, how they're transcribed. What that transcription does is it puts words on your page, really good quality, keyword rich, and you put this on your blog or a blog. Maybe you go over to Active Rain and blog, or you're blogging on realtytimes.com, or you're blogging on medium.com, or you're blogging on LinkedIn, or you're blogging on Facebook. Yes, there's actually a blog section, a post on there. There's all kinds of things you can do with this, and then you drive links back to you somehow. You know, if your primary focus is Facebook, drive them back to your Facebook business page. If your Facebook messages, or if you're doing SEO and you want to send them to your website, send them to your website. There's all kinds of things you can do with this, okay? Really, really cool stuff here. All right, SEMrush, I've covered this one quite in depth. And if you are at all into search engine optimization, this is a tool for you. It will monitor your website traffic. It will tell you what you're ranking for. Here's a prime example. This website I'm on right now, which is my Las Vegas real estate website, ranks for 22,412 keywords in the top 10 pages of Google. I have the number one. My website has the most rankings of anybody in Las Vegas, including Zillow has the most keywords ranking, has the most ranked pages. Unfortunately, Zillow still kicks my butt on traffic because of the number one head terms, which is going to happen in any market. But anyway, there's so much you can do with this, from tracking, you know, from optimizing. There's an SEO optimization tool. There's competitor tools. There's a pay-per-click tool. So SEMrush, if you're all into SEO, you want to check that out. Canva is for everybody, guys. Canva, CANVA.com. Incredible tool for thumbnails and graphics, for your Facebook covers, for your video thumbnails, for your blog thumbnails, for your social media posts, for your Facebook ads. Get on Canva. It's incredible. There's free to paid, and when you do paid, there's a lot of graphics that come with it. You can get graphics for $1, or you can get a lot of them that are included. Andrew asked, what about Ahrefs? Andrew, I've never used Ahrefs. I'm an SEMrush girl. I hear great things about Ahrefs as well. But is that what you're asking? Ahrefs? I think that's what you're asking me. Also a great tool from what I understand, but that's not the one that I use. Garrett asked, is this part of the brew package? Not sure which one you were asking about because I moved too fast. Call my team, 702-917-0755, and talk to Paul. And they can help you with what's included. All right. So Canva, do I think it's worth paying for? Lisa asked. For me, yes, yes, I do. And I can't remember why. I never can remember why I upgraded something, because I don't know the difference between free and paid once I have a paid account. You know how that works. I have used some of the premium images that come in here. Here's another reason why I pay. If I go up here to, let me open one of my graphics here. This one's not a real estate one, but it still gets the idea. See all these templates that you can use? So cool. But if I go up here to uploads, Lisa, one of the reasons why I have a paid version, I liked the sorting. I like to be able to build these separate categories and upload all my images into there. I like to have my logos all in one section because I live in here. I'm in here all the time. I make so many of these a day. And so I like those quick pulls. And I think that's a paid version. And that's Canva. And the person that was asking before, SEMrush, is this one. Please go get the links on loristools.com, and Sabrina's going to send you out an email that has a link to loristools.com as well. Some of my links will save you money or get you extended trials as well. Okay. Shutterstock, we got a wrap soon. This is another cool tool, pretty expensive, but it's got a really cool library of copyright-free images. That one's called Shutterstock. Another tool that I absolutely love is called TubeBuddy, TUBE Buddy. If you are on YouTube and you are doing marketing, some of the things that it does for you here is it gives you some great analytics on your videos, your watch time, and it shows you where you're ranking for particular keywords on YouTube. It does a ton of other things, but that's just the quick and dirty of that tool. Also Infusionsoft, wicked cool CRM. Talk to us. We have built out a real estate version. As you can see here, this lead came in this morning, and within a second of this lead coming in, Infusionsoft automatically pulled in the lead. It tagged it, titled it, sorted it. It told me what the price range this person was looking for, that they came from my blog post, Las Vegas Homes with Mother-in-Law Quarters. It came from Google, and then they texted them immediately questions to start generating a result. It lets me know if that's a valid phone number or not a valid phone number. And then our autopilot ISA is going to keep texting and emailing that person until we generate some sort of response. We have 3 campaigns: Arrival, Survival, and Revival. So it's for inbound brand new web leads, cultivating long-term web leads, and bringing back the dead leads. That's the Revival. And we do have an infused brew that includes a real estate website plus the Infusionsoft CRM. You also could just get the Infusionsoft CRM if you're using another website, or you can also just get the brew without the Infusionsoft serum. I remember I build all of these things out of my own pain, out of my own experience, out of what I do every single day. So these are all molded and shaped after real deal application. I'm still doing this stuff with you guys every single day. All right. With that, I'm going to wrap. I gave you guys a slew. I don't know how many it was. I just kept going. So those are tools that I use every day in my business to generate massive real estate leads that keep us in front of our clients. All right. So I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada. I serve Henderson and North Las Vegas. I'm with Lori Ballen team and would very much appreciate your referrals when you have them. I've got a great team here. I don't actually sell. My team does. I'm licensed, but I don't sell anymore. I just lead generate all day long, which is really cool. We do build campaigns for other industries. Somebody asked about mortgage. Yes, we can work on all that with you. We do a lot of custom work. So just talk to my team over there, ballenbrands.com, and we're at 702-917-0755. You can also email team, T-E-A-M, @ballenbrands.com. Thanks, guys. I appreciate y'all being here today.